This is Twit.
First, a word from our sponsor, and one we love dearly, Bitwarden, the trusted leader in passwords, passkeys, and secrets management. Bitwarden is consistently ranked number one in user satisfaction by G2 and software reviews. More than 10 million users across 180 countries, over 50,000 businesses. And I just saw, was it Wired? In their review of password managers, just said the password manager best for most people. So add that to the list of kudos, plenty of them. Certainly the best for me. I've been using Bitwarden for years now, and it is a must as far as I'm concerned. You want to know why? Well, I think you know if you listen to the show, but I will give you a stat that might still shock you. More than 19 billion passwords are available, billion with a B, on the dark web right now. That's not the bad part. Of course, there's probably a lot of passwords. Yeah, I guess they leak out. But here's the bad part. Out of 19 billion passwords, 94% have been reused across accounts. But the problem is, if you reuse a password, as you well know, you are in trouble because the bad guys get your email and password from these data dumps on the dark web, and now they try it on every single account they can find. And if you've reused it, chances are that password is going to unlock a few accounts, more than a few, maybe even ones you really don't want unlocked, like your bank. Info stealer, malware threats, another way bad guys get this information, surged by 500% in the last year. Modern hackers, they don't hack accounts. They just buy these passwords or steal them and log in with reused passwords, and they can get in everywhere. So there's a way now to avoid this. And you may say, well, I have good hygiene, but do your employees, do the people at your business, you count on them not to reuse passwords? Bitwarden now has something new. It's called Bitwarden Access Intelligence. It's a new enterprise feature that lets enterprises proactively defend against these kinds of internal credential risks, plus external phishing threats. So there's two core functionalities to this new Bitwarden Access Intelligence. There's Risk Insights, which lets IT teams identify, prioritize, and remediate at-risk credentials. So you can see, this password's been, leaked, and get rid of it, remediate it immediately. You also have an advanced phishing blocker, which everybody needs, which alerts and redirects users away from known phishing sites. It does it in real time using a continuously updated open source block list of malicious domains. No, of course, it's not going to stop everything. But even if you stop 50, 60, 70%, you're way ahead of the game, right? Another thing that is so good and Bitwarden supports so well, passwordless. Huge. Passwordless authentication is transforming digital security. Bitwarden's at the forefront. The minute they could, they started offering support for passkeys. I've been using Bitwarden's passkeys. It's so much better than, having the passkey attached to a specific device like your phone, because everywhere I use Bitwarden, and that's everywhere, I have access to my passkeys. I use it now for Amazon, for Google. Both my Google accounts, Workspace, and my personal account use passkeys. I use it so much. Microsoft has a new feature. You turn off passwords entirely. I don't need it anymore. Passwordless is incredible. Plus, Bitwarden has always supported FIDO2 standards, which really strengthen and simplify the login experience, both with passkeys and with hardware keys, right? Bitwarden passkey support includes enhanced passkey support across web, desktop, and mobile platforms, which means you can store and sync passkeys end-to-end encrypted, so you're not sending the passkeys out in the clear, and encrypted, but that means they're on every device. Every device. Two-step login with FIDO2 WebAuthn allows hardware key authentication as a second factor, or even a primary method for supported lock-ins. By the way, this is a really good way to defeat phishing, because FIDO2 is smart about domains. So you're not going to, your employees might be fooled, as I was some years ago, by a website that's TVVITTER, looks just like Twitter, but it's VV. But the FIDO2 passkeys aren't. They go, no, that's not Twitter. I'm not logging in. I'm not giving you a second factor. Biometric unlock enhancements, which are now ubiquitous on mobile and desktop, really help too. They streamline access without compromising security. I've turned that on for Bitwarden on every device. So I don't even have to remember my master password anymore. I do, of course, and I have it, but I use my fingerprint or face for virtually everywhere. Improved autofill experiences for passkeys, for cards, for identities, all designed to work seamlessly across modern browsers and apps. That's Bitwarden. Bitwarden setup is easy, takes a few minutes. If you're thinking about moving to Bitwarden in your business, it imports from most existing password management solutions, so it is as fluent, as simple as possibly can be. And here's, to me, the most important reason I switched to Bitwarden. It's open source, GPL licensed. When I think encryption, I don't want closed source encryption. I don't want a backdoor. I want that open source encryption so the code can be inspected by myself, or better yet, by somebody who knows what they're doing. Bitwarden does that. It's all open source. It can be regularly audited. And in fact, they do have regular audits by third-party experts. It meets SOC 2, Type 2, GDPR, HIPAA, CCPA. It's compliant. It's ISO 27001-2002 certified. It's done right. Get started today with Bitwarden's free trial of a Teams or Enterprise plan. Or if you're an individual, free for life, or get started for free across all devices. It is an individual user at bitwarden.com/twit. That's bitwarden.com/twit. Use it and start using it in your business too. Because you know what? You may have good hygiene. Pretty much can guarantee your employees do not.